All right, you remember when they said you're gonna use algebra when you get older? Ha, I still don't use it, but I do use simple math formulas, and I'm gonna show you how to make piping connections with a 45-degree offset using some very simple arithmetic. You might look at this video and go, hey, you know, I've worked with PVC, it's not that hard. Typically just take my tape measure and I measure and I hold the fitting here because I need to connect this pipe to that pipe, and it's not that hard, right? Well, you know what? In this situation, it isn't that hard, but I know a really simple math formula that can make this super easy for me. So what we've got are 45-degree offsets. And I know a math formula that I learned in my apprenticeship at trade school that'll help me calculate this pipe here based off of this elevation and this elevation. I'm going to use the floor above because that's a constant to come up with that offset. So let's get right into it. Very simple. I need to know where this pipe is, and so I'm going to take my tape measure, and I'm at 14¼ inches. No problem there. That's the center line off the bottom of the subfloor above. Now I need to know where the center line of this pipe is off the subfloor above, and I'm at 8¼ inches. 6 inches difference, right? Very simple math. That's the first number I need. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to hide a little number up here. I'm going to take 6 inches. And I'm going to take 6 inches times, this is our number, our constant we need to worry about, 1.41. All right? It's a really, it actually, the decimal number is longer than that. I only remember those 3 digits. All right, so I'm going to take 6 times 1.41, and I'm going to calculate that out. It's going to be 8.5 inches. So now what I've decided is that from the center of this to the center of this, using my offset formula, I need a piece that is 8.5 inches. I'm not done yet though. That's just going to get me the 2 center line marks. I need to subtract for each of these 2 fittings the distance of the center of that fitting, right there, to the end of my pipe. Very simple. I'm not trying to overcomplicate this. It actually is 1.5 inches. That's cool. Times 2 is 3. So I've got that math. 8.5 minus 3 inches, and that's 5.5 inches, and that's going to be how long this piece is, and they're going to line up perfectly. Give me a second to cut that pipe. All right, now that I have cut my pipe, I'm just going to dry fit it here. Make sure I get it put together. And now you remember, this is the pipe that we had to cut. And because we're working with 45-degree offsets, that 1.41 is our multiplier. That gives us this center line to center line distance, and then we have to take off what is called the makeup of the fitting. So let's put this in there and see if it fits. Ready? It's a little bit of a hard fit because I've got 2 fixed points here. But if I push things around a little bit, we'll just check everything like that. Now, if I've got this, if this pipe is the right distance or length, this pitch is going to be proper and this pitch is going to be proper, and I already know that we're pushed together all the way there.